step I take, I move my truth. Every time they tell me stop, I use every comment, hate that makes my fuel. Gather up my energy and boom, I hear them talking, saying the way that I move is so reckless. That is a part of my mind I've been blessed with, giving my blood so I am relentless.
This is a Keep Hammering Collective, another special edition, breaking news, with Gideon and his Eugene Speedway shirt.
I'm thinking about changing careers and being a race car driver.
Oh, nice. I hear they get lots of guys. So that's why.
There is some bow hunting news. World record.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. God. So I don't even know. I haven't talked to, so this is a bull Casey Brooks just killed. I think it's like a 490 something gross, 480 net.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so it's going to be, they say it's a world record. So I'll just say, yeah, I mean, Casey, he's been bow hunting a long time. He's killed, I think it said 86 or 87 bulls with his bow. I mean, he used to hunt San Carlos too. I mean, he's hunted everywhere. He's killed big bulls everywhere. He's bow hunting for probably 40 years. And he's not like a super high profile as far as like social media, but like people who've been bow hunting a long time know who he is. And around here, just because he's out, you know, from out this way, Pacific Northwest. And he's like, I've been at some shows with him before, and I just thought he just didn't like me. I think he's just quiet. But then he called me like probably a year or so ago, and we had a good talk, and it was all good. But so he just killed this bull, and I don't, you know, there's people, a lot of armchair quarterbacks, a lot of critics, a lot of people saying, just talking about, I guess this bull there'd been pictures of it like in a driveway, or I think I saw some Christmas lights in one of the pictures, and I don't know the story, so I can't say. I know just if you're just being objective, elk can travel a long way. So where a bull winters, and this might be where he winters, might not be where he lives. So right. I mean, he can come out of the mountains. Maybe he's like lives in a wilderness area. I know where the biggest bulls are killed in Washington is straight across from the Winnehaha unit in Oregon. That's where been putting in for a million years, because that's where the trophies are. And so I don't know if this bull was killed right across the river there in Washington, and it lived in the mountains and then came down in the winter, because this tag that he had, I think it was a rifle tag, and it went from, I believe, September 1st all the way through the end of the year. So December 31st was the last day. And elk can travel a long distance between those different time of the year, the rut and the mountain, or before the rut even, come to wherever they rut, then come down for the winter. And, you know, maybe they feed them down there. There's a lot of places that feed elk, like, you know, where I hunt in Utah, those elk go down in winter in Wyoming, and they put hay out for them. Yeah. And they're as wild as they get up in the mountains. So it's like, you know, people are trying to discredit his kill by saying where there's photos of this bull. I don't know that much about it. I just know like where you might get photos of an animal might not be where it lives. Yeah, it might not look great. I'm gonna assume that everything was on the up and up, everything was legal. It wasn't like, quote, in a city limit type thing. Right. It was outside of that. Maybe it had been in, I don't even know if there's city limits where these pictures were taken. But I'm just knowing Casey has been doing this for so long, and he's such a successful and I don't know, tenured bow hunter. I would assume everything's on the up and up, and he did everything right. And where these pictures were taken, he can't control where the animal goes, but he can control where he hunts it. I'm assuming that was 100% legal, just knowing him and talking to him and knowing he's been doing this forever and what kind of scrutiny an animal like this will get. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, photographers go to like national parks and they name the grizzly bears and it's I always think that's weird because it's a wild animal. You know? So
yeah, I mean, this bull, from what I understand, it's obviously has never been in a fence. It's free range, and I'm assuming it's just the kill is 100% legit. And you can't really control where a world record animal lives. I mean, yeah, would it be just if every animal that's going to be world record stature or category or reach that level was in the most rugged wilderness area, and you just had to like bust your balls and fucking weeks in the mountains, and finally you crawl through cactus and over a 13,000 foot peak, and you get a.
Is this The Hobbit?
And you get into. You stalk into 7 yards as it's raking this tree and hit it with a perfect arrow, and that's a world record, right? Right, and lightning strikes right at that time, and then the clouds part, and then the sun shines through. It's like a beam of light, and then God says, "Congratulations, my son. You've killed the biggest bull in the history of bow hunting."
And then a rainbow appears.
Right. Yeah, I meant the rainbow right as it kind of the clouds parted.
Okay.
That's where the rainbow. But then the sun, and then God. But if a world record animal doesn't live in that setting, you can't kill it there.
Yeah.
So if the biggest bull ever killed with a bow lives down and is wintering down to where you can take advantage of that, and that's your goal, because Casey's killed like, I don't know, at least 10 bulls over 400.
Yeah, I think at 10 or 11 it said. Yeah.
Right. So, and if you're so driven to find just the biggest bulls in the world, and that's where they are, that's where it lives. Okay.
So be it.
I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that, other than, yes, you have to make sure the kill and the hunt is 100% legal and by the game laws. And if it is, you can't really control where the animal was, when you hunt it, or how it was living.
No, I mean, I don't know what people expect him to do. Trailer it up and take it out into the woods.
I don't know.
It was obviously, like you said, we have to assume that everything was legal and it was all good. And so I think people just, of course, they want to find something to be mad about.
Oh yeah. I mean, you kill an animal like that.
Yeah.
That's why I say he can't be surprised.
You got to find every excuse to, this is why I didn't do it.
He's been a hunter his whole life. He's definitely known how hunters are to each other and how competitive it is, and the egos involved. So I wish it wasn't tainted by these. People can kind of throw shade on it because of whatever's these photos out there. And I wish that wasn't the case, because I wish it was just Casey Brooks, 80-some bulls, 11 over 400, and now killed the world record. I wish that it was just as clean as that.
Yeah.
And his son is an amazing caller, world elk calling champion. These guys have been infatuated with elk for decades, dude. Decades. This is it. And so I don't want there to be any negativity at all with it. But in this era we're living in, you can,
there's always going to be something.
You can save a little kid out of a burning house, and somebody's going to have something to say about it. I'm trying to think of what someone might say. So, I don't know, something. What would they say?
You should have saved the cat.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, people are crazy. But there is some low-hanging fruit with this one that I wish there wasn't. But I'm just going to, assume the best and assume everything was good. Personally, it'd be nice if I could have killed a bull like that, like at San Carlos. If that's not too much to ask.
Yeah.
Like a 500-inch bull. That'd be cool.
Put it on the wish list.
Yeah. For Santa.
Depends if you've been naughty or nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, shit. It's a lot that's going on in the bow hunting world these days.
There is. So we're just adding to it. Gotta love it.
What else did you have? Was that it?
I think that's it.
Oh.
Unless you had any other closing remarks.
What do I have? Yeah. Super pumped. Waddell on Rogan. That was such a good podcast. He's such a good storyteller.
Yeah. He's really funny in camp too. He is just a great storyteller.
God, he's the best. Yeah. He's the best.
Yeah.
I really like him and Levi Morgan. They've both been top of the game forever. Really appreciate their friendship and also what they bring to bow hunting and hunting and the culture in general. And man, it was really cool to see Waddell get so much love on Rogan, and not just because he was on Rogan, because his stories and how he talks about hunting is great. And it was one of my favorite podcasts that I've ever listened to. So that was pretty cool. But we're just plugging away, knocking out these podcasts, and so that was breaking news.
Breaking news. That's the news segment.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a Q&A next. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, we could do that.
Could be.
So people hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit
my DMs.
What camera am I on?
We're on
17.
Yeah.
Keep hammering.
Every step I take, I move my truth. Every time they tell me stop, I use. Every comment, hate that makes my feel. Gather up my energy and boom. I hear them talking, saying the way that I move is so reckless. That is a part of my mind I've been blessed with. Giving my blood, so I am relentless. My fault. They want someone to blame. They sent their hate. It fuels my pace. I am Roy Tough. I am the change, the fuel in dirt. Feeling like Cam